Hello students, myself Rohini Athre. My subject is biology and today we will learn about the characteristics of phylums. In previous video we have learned about the criteria for the classification of animals. There are certain criteria like symmetry, body segmentation, body plan, number of germ layers. Okay, on that the animal can be classified. Then presence of chordata and absence of chordata. It is one of the character to classify the kingdom Animalia. On the basis of presence and absence of chordata, animals are classified into two major groups, phylum chordata and phylum non-chordata. The phylum non-chordata further divided into 10 phylums. In previous video we have enlisted them. Once again I would like to repeat the phylums from the non-chordate: phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, phylum Ctenophora, phylum Platyhelminthes, Aschelminthes, then Annelida, Orthopoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and Hemichordata. And then one more group is there which is known as phylum Chordata. Okay, we start with our first phylum, phylum Porifera. The unique characteristic of phylum Porifera that the animals or the organisms having holes or pores on their body surfaces. Then how to write the characters of phylum? You have to write the characters of phylum into pointwise, like unique characteristic, then examples and characters from that phylum. Okay, unique. Now the first character is presence of pores or holes on their body. Then second character is that they having the cellular level of organization, means the organisms having cellular grade organization of their body. Then they are the non-motile animals, means they are attached to the substratum, either rock or any. They are aquatic, mostly marine, but they are found in some are found in fresh water. The body design involve very minimum differentiation of tissues. As they being shows the cellular level of organization, they having the minimum tissue level organization. These organisms are commonly known as sponges. Then symmetry. Next character is symmetry. You have to explain the symmetry of animals. These animals are asymmetrical in symmetry. Asymmetrical means they cannot be divided into two same halves by a plane. Then second is sponges have a water transport or canal system. Means they absorb the water and they retain the water. Then which is that system? The system is that water enters through the minute pores which is known as ostia in the body wall, and from the osculum it goes out. Body is known as spongocoel and a larger pore which is known as osculum through which the water can be goes outside. Look at the diagram here. This one is cycon. At the basal part there is a base, then small pores which is known as ostia, and the upper one crown like structure is there which is known as osculum. Means water enters through the pores and water enters through the ostia and goes out through the osculum. Pores are the small, ostia are the small pores and osculum are the larger one. Body is known as spongocoel. This pathway of water transport is helpful in food gathering, respiratory exchange and removal of waste. Okay, what is the function of that pores or ostia? The function of ostia is food gathering, respiration and removal of waste. Then next character, sexes are not separate, means they are hermaphrodite. What is means by hermaphrodite? Male and female, both the characters, both reproductive characters are found in same individual, and hence it is known as hermaphrodite. Next is sponges reproduce asexually by fragmentation and sexually by formation of gametes. Fertilization is internal and the development is indirect, having a larval stage which is morphologically distinct from the adult. Then example of porifera, example is, first diagram is Sycon, second is Spongylia and third is Euspongia. Okay, these are the examples of phylum Porifera, and the unique characteristic of phylum Porifera is they having the pores, they having the ostia on their body. Then the body is known as spongicoel. Here the body wall, a central cavity is there which is known as spongicoel. It is internally lined by a specialized cell known as canocytes or collar cells, which are special flagellated cells. Then body is supported by calcareous or siliceous spicules known as spongin fibers. Means presence of spongin fibers is the another characteristic of porifera. You have to write down all the characters of phylum porifera. In exam question may be asked, enlist the examples of phylum porifera, or certain multiple choice questions are there, or long answer question, that is enlist the characters of phylum porifera. Then we start our next phylum, phylum Coelenterata. Coelenterata is the old name, new name is Cnidaria. C is silent, you have to read it Cnidaria. Okay, then look at the characters of Coelenterata or Cnidaria. Cnidaria, it having the specialized character that they having special cell known as cnidoblast or cnidocytes. These are the specialized cells which are present on the tentacles or on the body of organism, which are used for their encourage, defense and for capturing the prey. Means presence of cnidoblast and presence of cnidocytes. It is the unique characteristic of phylum Cnidaria. Then one more unique characteristic is that all the organisms, they are cylindrical, somewhat cylindrical in shape, and hence the former name was Coelenterata. Next character is, all the Cnidarians are aquatic, mostly marine. They are sessile or free swimming. Next character, they are radially symmetrical. What is meant by radial symmetry? As being they are cylindrical shape or they are circular in shape. They can be divided into two parts by any plane, as being circular in nature, and hence symmetry is radial symmetry. Then they exhibit tissue level organization. In previous phylum, in porifera, they having cellular grade organization, but in Cnidaria there is tissue level organization. They have central gastrovascular cavity with a single opening. In sponges or in porifera it is known as spongicoel. Here it is known as gastrovascular cavity with a single opening. As being single opening is there, which plan the body exhibit? The body exhibit blind sac body plan. Blind sac body plant means body having a single opening. Mouth and anus both are same. They are diploblastic. What is meant by diploblastic? They having two germ layers, ectoderm and endoderm. Some of these species live in colonies. They are live in colonies means they are known as corals. What are corals? Corals means in association with each other, or they are found in groups, or they are found in colonies. While some are solitary. What is solitary? Solitary means living alone, singly. Some of the cnidarians means certain corals have skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. Then all the cnidarians exhibit two basic forms of a body. First is polyp and second is medusa. Polyp means they are cylindrical in shape and medusa means they are umbrella like shape. Okay, what is meant by polyp? Cylindrical, and medusa means umbrella like. Then these cnidarian exhibits alternation of generation. Here alteration of generation means polyp produces medusa and medusa produces polyp, like that. Then examples jellyfish and sea anemone are common examples from the cnidaria. Digestion is extracellular and intracellular. Examples from cnidarians, hydra. Look at here. This one is a umbrella like structure. Aurella is the name of that organism. As being umbrella shape, it is medusa. And this one, it is cylindrical in shape, means it is a polyp, hydra. Okay. In today's video, we have learned about the two phylums, phylum Porifera and phylum Cnidaria. Now, there is a homework for you. You have to write all the characters from this phylum and list out the examples, sketch and label the diagram. Okay, thank you.